You know, so many of us have heard, and maybe even recited, the prayer that starts, Ashutosh Shashank Shekhar. It's beautiful. But what if we could go deeper than just the sound of the words? Today, we're going to unpack the incredible meaning behind this prayer. We'll explore the source material to see how understanding it can turn a simple chant into a really profound spiritual connection. Okay, so the very first thing we need to get clear on is who we're actually talking to in this prayer. You see, there's a key distinction. Shiva refers to that ultimate, formless, absolute cosmic energy. But this prayer, this stuti, is addressed to Shankar, the tangible, personal form of God. Shankar is the one we see in pictures, the one we can build a relationship with. So think of this prayer as a direct conversation with that approachable, personal form of the divine. All right, so first up, let's explore this idea of the approachable God. We're going to dive into the qualities that make him so personal and, well, so benevolent. And that brings up a really fascinating question, right? I mean, we're talking about a supreme being, a lord of the cosmos, and yet he's famous for being easily pleased. How does that work? Well, the answer is hidden in the very first names used in the prayer. Let's look at that very first name, Ashutosh. It's actually two words put together. You have Ashu, which means quickly or easily, and Tosh, which means satisfied or pleased.
So you put those together and what do you get? The one who is quickly satisfied. It's why he's often called bole, which means simple or innocent. He's not looking for huge, complicated rituals. He's moved by pure, simple devotion from the heart. That's all it takes.
The next name, Shashank Shekhar, really paints a picture. Shashank is a name for the moon, specifically the crescent moon, and Shekhar means on the peak or on the very top of the head. This gives us that iconic, powerful image of the Lord with the serene crescent moon resting on his head, a symbol of peace and mastery over time. And then we get a glimpse into his inner world with the name Chidambara. Again, let's break it down. Chit is consciousness or the mind. And ambara can mean a garment, but it also means the sky. So he is one whose very consciousness is his clothing, a mind as infinite and open as the sky itself. And because his mind is so vast, like the sky, it leads directly to this next incredible quality. He's an Adhardani, which means he's an infinitely generous giver. He gives with open hands, no strings attached, no hesitation. The prayer acknowledges that when you ask with a pure heart, he gives freely because his very nature is limitless generosity. Okay, but the gentle, generous giver is only one side of the coin. Now we have to shift gears and look at his more intense, paradoxical side, the unconventional ascetic. These are the qualities that inspire a sense of awe, maybe even a little bit of fear. So you might be thinking, wait a minute. If he's so benevolent, why is he shown in this wild, untamed, even frightening way? Well, it's not a contradiction. It's actually a much deeper teaching about what it means to be truly free. The answer starts with this amazing name, Digambara. Dig means the directions, north, south, east, west, all of it. And Ambara, as we saw, means clothing. He is literally clothed in the directions. It's a powerful symbol for someone who is completely detached from all material things, all possessions, even clothes. And this idea is just perfectly summed up in the word agad. He's the ultimate carefree ascetic. Another word used is fakad, someone who is just completely free from worldly drama, from greed, from attachment. He's totally absorbed in his own bliss, unconcerned with the illusions that trap the rest of us. And of course, we have to talk about the third eye. He's called Trilochan. Tri for three, Lochan for eyes. Now, it's famous for its destructive power, right? It's what turned Kamdev, the god of desire, into ash. But its real meaning is even more profound. It represents the eye of higher consciousness, of true wisdom. And its ultimate target isn't something external. It's the power that destroys our inner enemy, the ego. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We've seen the personal God, the approachable one. We've seen the intense ascetic. But the prayer also celebrates his role as the Lord of the cosmos. This is where we see how that personal deity is also the master of, well, everything. And this is where we get to this incredible, mind-bending paradox.
The prayer calls him Jagat ke Srijak, the creator of the universe, and at the same time, Pralay Karta, the destroyer, the one who brings about the dissolution of the universe. In this view, destruction isn't a bad thing. It's a necessary reset, a clearing of the slate so that new creation can happen. He embodies that entire endless cycle, and that all leads to maybe his most powerful title, Kaleshwar. Kal means both time and death. Ishwar means the Lord or the Master. So he is the Lord of time and death itself. Get this, he isn't controlled by time, time is controlled by him. He is the ultimate authority over mortality, and you see that power packed into his famous trident, the Trishul. It's so much more than a weapon. Each of its 3 prongs is loaded with meaning. First, they represent the 3 cosmic forces: creation, preservation, and destruction. They also stand for his total control over time, the past, the present, and the future. And for us, his devotees, they represent his power to remove the 3 main types of suffering that affect human life. So, after all that cosmic power, how does that help you? It all comes together in this name, Abhayankara. Bhai means fear. Abhay means fearlessness. He isn't just fearless, he's the one who creates fearlessness in the hearts of those who pray to him. I mean, when you truly believe you're protected by the Lord of time and death, what's really left to be afraid of? So, we've unpacked all these incredible names and symbols, which brings us to the most important question of all. Why bother? Why does moving from just making the sound to understanding the significance actually matter? Well, here's the real takeaway. When you know what the words mean, it deepens that spiritual connection in a way that just repeating sounds can't. In fact, it's said that your mental focus during the prayer can increase 4-fold. It transforms a routine ritual into a genuinely profound experience. When we ask him to remove our tam, our darkness, we now know who we're talking to, the lore of the cosmos. That makes the prayer an incredibly powerful tool for purifying our own minds. And when you really get down to it, the prayer is guiding us to its true purpose. It's not really a shopping list for material things. The real ask is for Anurukti Bhakti, and that's a very special kind of devotion. It's a devotion that's just overflowing with pure, selfless love. It's about wanting that connection for its own sake, not for what you can get out of it. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. We've gone on a journey from the simple, easily pleased Ashutosh to the master of the cosmos, Kaleshwar. We've seen the whole universe that's packed into this one prayer. So now that you know what it all means, how does that change the prayer for you?